Hi guys, this is Alan Gardner and welcome to this short video on preparing for your endpoint assessment. I recommend you listen to the first of these two videos prior to this one, as here I'll be talking about how to prepare for your endpoint assessment right from the start of the program. As you complete your master's degree and apprenticeship in advanced clinical practice, you will have plenty of opportunities to prepare yourself for the endpoint assessment, or EPA, and you will be able to see that I have mapped out several opportunities throughout the course. There's other opportunities as well, but these are some of the main ones, drawing upon some of the modules that you will complete as you start the course and work through the 2 years of your apprenticeship. Starting with enrollment, right from day one, we want you to have a good grounding in what's expected of you for your endpoint assessment. So we will go through that from the induction. Your very first clinical module, HI 4040, aims to prepare you for clinical assessment and complex decision making, which relates directly to the open book examination as part of your EPA. At the same time as this module, you'll be completing the module NU 4073, Evidence for Practice, which aims to help you develop your capabilities in relation to the research pillar, for example, thorough literature searching and critical appraisal of evidence. These capabilities relate directly to preparation for the endpoint assessment, as they will aid you in understanding the evidence that supports your management plan and selection of evidence that feeds into your case studies for your open book examination, as well as selection of good quality evidence that supports your proposed change in practice. You can see from this timeline that I've then included two optional modules, both of which are specific to the master's degree in advanced clinical practice and therefore your apprenticeship. The first one, which is HI 4500, gives you the opportunity to develop your personal development planning. It's very learner-centric, and the content allows you to develop your ideas that can then contribute towards your QI project for your endpoint assessment. As an alternative to this module, the module HI 4041 provides the opportunity to continue developing your clinical capabilities in relation to clinical decision making, and one of the assessments for this module includes developing a case study, the format of which will aid you in developing your case studies for the open book examination as part of the endpoint assessment. Of course, if you wanted to choose both of these modules to contribute towards your 80 credits of optional modules within your apprenticeship, then of course you can. You can also see that in your first year of the course, you will complete the module HI 4504, which is the first of the two quality improvement modules on the program. Here, you will develop your knowledge of quality improvement methodology and develop your capabilities in identifying gaps in practice, contextualizing those problems, and then applying appropriate evidence-based methodological approaches aimed at facilitating you to drive changes in practice, which should ultimately lead to improvements for patients, services, and colleagues alike. You can see how this work prepares you to be able to apply these capabilities again in developing a QI project as part of the endpoint assessment. As you enter second year, you will continue your work in quality improvement as you undertake the module HI 4505, which is the second of the two dedicated quality improvement modules. Here you have the opportunity to gain a better understanding of your own leadership approach and how you apply this in practice, with the aim of acting out the plan that you previously developed in your first year. In addition to leading quality improvement, you're also expected to evaluate the changes that you've made in practice. Development of these capabilities are aimed to help prepare you to understand how you work in quality improvement project throughout all four pillars, therefore contributing to your preparation for your quality improvement project as part of the endpoint assessment. Here I'm including the module non-medical prescribing, whilst acknowledging that this is an optional module within this program. It's included as an optional module because not all professionals are able to undertake non-medical prescribing currently. However, the vast majority of our apprentices undertake non-medical prescribing as 40 credits of the master's degree, and therefore it contributes 40 credits worth of optional modules, and you can see that this offers further development of clinical decision making and managing of complexity. Any learners who undertake different optional modules on the programme are free to approach myself as course leader so that they can better understand how those modules directly contribute towards preparation for the endpoint assessment. You can see that prior to Gateway, we begin the preparatory period where we focus specifically on ensuring apprentices have a good grounding and a good understanding ahead of the endpoint assessment. And I spoke more about that in the video prior to this one. So I really hope that this has given you a good understanding of where the opportunities are within the programme in order to make the most of your preparation for endpoint assessment right from day one. I'm Alan Gardner, and thank you for listening.